Good morning students. Today we have to solve the remaining questions of NCERT exercise chapter 1st. So we may need these formulas of electric field and electric flux. So let us quickly revise these formulas. Electric field basic formula E equal to F upon Q0, that means force upon test charge or new charge entered. Due to the single charge or isolated charge, the electric field at some distance is kq upon r square. Third, due to infinite line of charge which is uniformly charged, electric field at some distance is k 2 lambda upon r. Fourth formula, due to sheet of charge, electric field is sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 for thin sheet. If thick sheet is there, then this 2 will not be appearing in the formula, only sigma upon epsilon 0 will be there. Then next formula, due to uniformly charged spherical shell, electric field outside is kq upon r square. Now these are the electric field formulas till now which we have derived for different systems. Now the electric flux calculation is done using the formula d phi equal to E vector dot ds vector, that means scalar product of electric field, and ds vector, that means normally drawn outward vector to the given surface. So electric flux is calculated for a surface. So let us proceed to the numericals now. Let us read question number 15 of chapter 1. Uniform electric field E 3 into 10 raised to power 3 I cap is given. I cap means electric field is in x direction and it is uniform, means same everywhere along x direction, and in y and z direction the electric field will be 0. Now question is, what is the flux of this field through a square of 10 cm on a site whose plane is parallel to YZ plane? Let us understand this with the help of the diagram given here. A square we have to draw in YZ plane. So suppose we have drawn a square in YZ plane and the electric field is available in x direction only. So we have to calculate the flux related to this square. Now, as we have discussed before, and in our Gauss theorem applications also we have seen that electric flux is calculated by formula E dot ds vector. So what is the idea? Whatever surface is given, like this square is given, we have to always draw a normal vector to it. So a normal vector to it will be ds vector. So if the surface is given in YZ plane, a vector normal to it will be in x direction. So electric field is also in x direction and ds vector is also in x direction. So the angle between the two, that means E vector and ds vector, angle is 0 degree, and this angle we have to put in the formula. So E dot ds means E ds cos 0 here. E, let us put the value of E from the question, 3 into 10 raised to power 3. ds means the area of the given surface. So given surface is here square. So square area is side square. So side of the square is given 10 centimeter, means 0.1 meter. This way 0.1 into 0.1 will be the area formula. Cos 0 is substituted. So this way we can calculate the flux for the first A part of the question. Now we can handle the angles different also. Like in the B part, the question is, what is the flux through the same square if the normal to its plane makes 60 degree angle with x-axis? Let us understand it with the second diagram. Now the square which is given, that is not along YZ plane. It's written the same square has the normal to its plane making angle 60 with x-axis. So suppose this line horizontal is x-axis, so normal to the square, that means this ds vector is making angle 60 degree. This way we have obtained the direct angle between ds vector and e vector, that is 60 degree given. So always what you have to do, whichever surface is given, you have to take a normal vector to that surface. Then you have to find out the angle of this normal vector with e direction. So in this part it is given directly 60 degree. So we will put cos 60 degree. So E dot ds means E ds cos theta, theta is 60 degree. So accordingly the answer will change. So we have handled here two types of angles in this question. So we'll be taking some more questions for the practice. Let us take question number 16. This is related to the question number 15 which we solved just now. So what is the net flux of uniform electric field of exercise 15 through a cube of side 20 centimeter oriented so that its faces are parallel to its coordinate planes? So the question is similar to 15th number of question, except that there we were given only a square and now we are given a cube. So the electric field which was given before, that was 3 into 10 raised to power 3 I cap, that means electric field was available only in x direction. Now we have to draw a cube in such a manner that its sides are parallel to the coordinate planes, that means yz plane, xy plane and all that. So it's very simple to draw. You can notice here that this line of the cube is going in x direction, this direction is z direction and this direction is y direction. Now this cube is having all its faces parallel to the standard coordinate planes. So these are the total 6 faces of the cubes, as you can see. So first face, second face, third face, fourth face and fifth and sixth. Now our target is to calculate the total flux through this cube. So flux calculation is done for each of the sides separately. So you can notice here one thing, that this face and its parallel face, both are appearing along x direction. Here electric field is available. Then the bottom face, this lower face and upper face, and the front face and back face, these are 4 faces where the electric field is not present. So what we can do here, first of all we can break this flux phi into 6 parts. So we have written here ex1 ds1, ex2 ds2, ey1 ds1, ey2 ds2, ez1 ds1, ez2 ds3. This way we have in all 6 integrations for these 6 faces of the cubes. Now it's very easy to solve because generally only the electric field will be present in any one direction. Like x direction the electric field is present. That means Ey and Ez are 0. So these 4 integrations which are including the surfaces of y and z. So Ey and Ez integrations, that means 4 integrations will become 0. Only 2 integrations will be left. So let us start solving them in detail. This ex1 ds1 means first phase appearing in x direction. ex2 ds2 means second phase appearing in x direction. What we have to do to solve this first integration, we will take this first face of the cube. Now we will draw electric field vector direction and ds1 vector direction. So you can notice E vector is going in x direction because I cap was given in the question. So E1 vector towards x direction. Then ds vector is always the normally drawn outward vector. So we have to take a vector to this face, but it should go outwards from the cube. So from the cube outwards it's going. This way ds1 vector and E vector both are in opposite direction. That means the angle between them is 180 degree. So Ex1 ds1 cos 180 is the answer for first integration. In the same manner, let us take the second phase which is appearing in the x direction. Let us draw E vector. So as is the case that our electric field is along I cap, that means x direction. So electric field is along x direction. We can call it E2 just now. Then how to draw ds vector for this surface? So ds vector is normal to this surface and outward. So from the cube it should go outwards. So E vector and ds vector this way are appearing in the same direction. So theta between both of them is 0. So we will apply for the second integration. E ds cos theta means E ds cos 0. Okay. Now E1 ds1 cos 180 and E2 ds2 cos 0 is the answer. Let us solve it. Cos 180 is minus sign. Then E1 and E2 are same, means electric field is uniform according to the question. So whether the electric field is present here or electric field is present here, both are same. So E1 and E2 are same. ds1 and ds2 means areas of this and this face, they are also same. So finally cos 180 is appearing and cos 0, that means minus sign and plus sign, and other factors are common. So finally the total answer of the flux will come 0. So this way we have solved a question in which electric field is given in only one direction and the given shape is a 3D shape. That means sometimes it will be cube given, sometimes it may be a cylinder. So we will be solving these type of questions taking different faces. So like we solved just now, for a cube there are 6 faces. So we have to solve this integration 6 times. Let us proceed to question number 17. In question number 17, careful measurement of electric field at the surface of black box indicates that net outward flux is this. Only one data is given, that outward flux through a box is this. First question is, what is the net charge inside the box? So a formula which is related to the flux in terms of charge, that is Gauss theorem. So we know already according to Gauss theorem that phi flux and charge q are related this way. Phi equal to summation q upon epsilon 0. Q in denotes the total charge inside the surface. So whenever we are given flux, we can calculate total charge by this formula. So let us put flux value from the question. Epsilon 0 is always fixed, 8.85 into 10 raised to power minus 12. This way total charge will be calculated. So this answer you can write as it is also, or you can convert it to microcoulomb or some other prefix. So this answer is in coulomb. So this way this total charge is calculated. So remember, we have used the flux formula in the previous question, E dot ds, and in this question q by epsilon 0. That means the flux formulas are two. Whenever electric field is given, you apply E dot ds, and whenever charge is given or charge is asked, you apply q by epsilon 0. So flux formulas are two in this chapter. Now B part of the question is, if the net outward flux through the surface of the box were 0, could you conclude that there were no charges inside the box? So according to B part of the question, if we apply this formula, if this flux were given 0, can we conclude that there are no charges? Here we always write summation q. So meaning is simple, if flux phi is 0, so summation q should be 0. Summation q 0 can also be obtained by equal and opposite charges inside the surface. So it is possible that there are charges inside the box, but they cancel each other. and it is also possible that there is no charge at all. So whatever number of possibilities are there, that we will write as the answer.